My father's a survivor. When the war was over, he was 15 years old, and I had literally chased my father around for the first 35 odd years of my life, trying to get details on his story because he didn't like to talk about it, like most survivors didn't. So fast forward to 2018, I was able to go on the JWRP Men's Momentum Men trip to Israel, and I brought all that emotional baggage with me. And if it wasn't for four men that had nothing but positive messages about getting rid of the weight of what you came to Israel with, I would not have been able to move forward. They knew what my issue was because I let them know, and it seemed like almost every speech that they had, it seemed to speak to me, and they left a lot of gems on the table that I picked up after we were in Yad Vashem. Before we walked to the Kotel, Saul was talking about turning pain into purpose, and it's just a few words that sounds pretty generic, but that really hit home for me.
Saul Blinkoff's words of wisdom that he gave us at Yad Vashem earlier this morning, where he told us to turn pain into purpose. Just thinking about my my father's parents and three sisters who perished, I owe it to them.
My father, and thinking back how many people suffered that survived, how many people suffered that didn't survive. You know, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but if I don't get past it, then nothing will be passed down. I came home very revved up about Israel, as I think most people do, and that actually was my first time in Israel. It took me that long to get there. So I took everything I had learned from that trip and everything that I was picking up from Charlie's daily boosts, and I started writing, and I started doing it with the state shutdown in March, and I finished in early September my first copy, and putting it out there for some feedback before I move forward with looking for a publisher. And I've told my father's story, and it's pretty unique. He asks me almost every day, did you get it published yet? But he doesn't realize it's a long road.